Right, folks, it's 2 o'clock. We're going to begin. If you saw the last 5 minutes of me turning my phone upside down, around and round, I do apologize. There will be no further disturbances, although we did have a power cut this morning at 8 o'clock. That was fun. And I thought, oh yes, there's going to be... We did get notification we'd have a power cut on Saturday, and I'd forgotten about it. And it said 10 till 2 on the letter, but we had it at 8 o'clock. There we are. So welcome. How have you been? Goodness me, lots of old friends here. Carl Alvarito, Alexander Langala from Estonia. Goodness me, Steve Vaughan is here. Wonderful. Okay, we have a lovely group of 50 already. So short notice, I only told you 2 days ago about this. But you know, with the lockdown situation, not the lockdown, the change of circumstances in the last week, just when we thought things were getting better, I thought we need another session to do some work, to do some exercises, see how you are. And great, so many people. Maureen's here, Galinda. So this is all about you. So first of all, some honest questions, dear friends. Have you been practicing the last weeks? A little bit, yeah? Have you been practicing a lot? Have you kept practicing during the last months? If you're like me, it's been a little bit up and down. There have been some weeks where I have had tons of energy to play, and sometimes I've practiced 3 or 4 hours, and I've gone into the kitchen. I said to Misa, I'm not really sure why I did that. Although I do have a gig, 10th of October, or was it the 8th? I have to check, 10th I think, in Milan. I have a concert, and I'll write more on that on the Euphonium Club page. And I have something also in Italy just before Christmas, but the rest is teaching. RNCM starts this week, which is really nice. Some face-to-face lessons through a glass screen. Bit like Ghost. No, not Ghost. What was that movie? Anyway, we will do some teaching at the RNCM, some online classes, and quite a lot of you have been involved with the one-to-one lessons here, and it's been great as part of the Mead Brass Studio. So, what is this session about? Well, it's to go over some of the things that we talked about a few months ago. We still, I hope, appreciate the value of music and what we do with our instruments for ourselves, not necessarily for our neighbors. But we know that playing, yes, there's confessions here. Diane, thank you for your confession. Haven't played for a couple of months. A lot of people are like that. When you think that your band rehearsals are starting again, you think, right, I'll get back in shape, get the exercises out, and then we get set back. And we don't know how long. But you can't stop playing, folks, because it's what music does for you that gives you this balance. And as I described it some months ago, when you're playing in your house, you create this little oasis for yourself. But it's how you use that time that I want to talk about today. Is your practice meaningful? Well, if you're not doing it at all, it's not meaningful. But let's say that you're doing a bit and you're trying some exercises and you're starting to get frustrated. So practice that's not meaningful means you don't really know what you want to do with your practice. You're playing through some solos, you're playing some old things you used to play. Maybe you took the opportunity to work on some of the things that you couldn't do that we talked about months ago. Working on your sound, working on your range, on your articulation. Maybe that's got better. Maybe it's got worse again because you thought, hell, what's the point? So I'm going to try just to tie up some of these doubts and help give you a bit of a structure. Yes, we're missing our band for sure, but music is our release. It should be, especially if you've been playing an instrument for many years. It's part of you now. And you need to reconnect with that without the band and your band colleagues being with you. So practice without meaning, for me, is a bit like playing golf and there are no holes. You just hit the ball a long way, maybe goes onto a grass surface, and you think, oh, well, that's it, let's hit the ball again. It's a bit like driving and you don't know where you're going. Let's just drive somewhere. Well, it could be really fun. It could be totally meaningless, and you go 10 miles and then think, well, let's go home. So driving without a destination, or even just phoning up people randomly in the phone book, please don't do that. But, what's the point? I mean, it's something to do. So if your practice is like playing golf and there's no hole to aim at, then this session is for you. So this is about you, your music, and your instrument. And I know that not all of you are euphonium players here. I think a lot. But I know we have flugel players. Della is here. That's fantastic. And I know we have tuba players. And I know we have players from all around the world. From the USA, people getting ready to go to rehearsal, I heard. And there's people from Peru and all sorts of places. And so it's quite clear that music is important for us. And you need to reconnect your body, your mind, that desire to play, and seeing music as a way to express yourself. I mean, we can go on social media and rant and rave and post pictures of our kids and blah, blah, blah. But, there's nothing quite like playing an instrument and feeling that you've played a piece well. At least that's how I feel it. I really hope you feel the same. So you need a plan. You need to control all the basic elements of your playing and then plan your practice. So I'm going to help you with that. I discovered a really fantastic website, and I'm going to put all this information online for you to read afterwards, so you don't need to write anything down. Buster is fine, thank you, Helen, although we had a bit of an altercation with Tilly the dog next door, and we didn't see him for a few days. Anyway, I digress. I found a book called The Musician's Way by Gerald Klickstein. And there is a website where you can download practice charts, and it's called musiciansway.com. Very simple, musiciansway.com. Some of you may be familiar, but there you can download for free practice charts, practice sheets, creativity schedule, assessing your practice habits, and I really would love you to download them. There's about 7 or 8 which are useful. You can rate your own practice. Something that we always do in our head. How much did you practice today? Oh, about an hour. What did you do? Well, I did a warm-up. I played some arb and I played a solo. How was it? No, same as ever. And that's not enough. So if you create a schedule, which we don't have in life now. Some of us are working again. Some of you are working from home. Some of you may be part-time. Some of you may have lost your job. So in this wilderness of timeless existence for musicians, I really believe that you need to plan a structure. Go to musiciansway.com and download the free practice charts. And I've started to do it, and I find it really useful. Some days I really feel very good. Other days it feels a little bit harder, and I have to try to work out why that is. Is it the time I spent the day before? Is it some of the practice sessions are too long? Did I not warm up properly? That's rare for me. I'm a good warmer-upper. But was I playing in a disturbed way? Was I watching TV? Occasionally I watch the TV. I don't watch the news too much because it's kind of depressing. But I watch BBC iPlayer and stuff like that. Anyway, those charts will help you, and I challenge you to do it for a couple of weeks, about how much you practice, what times of the day, write down what you practice, and some of the things we'll do for the rest of this hour I hope will be useful for you. Okay, so we're going to do some stretching and some breathing, and we're going to do some routines. You remember months ago, when my beautiful plant had lovely red flowers. We have buds but no flowers. That's life right now. We talked about singing and try to connect singing with your playing, singing with your buzzing, singing with your expression. I wonder whether you've done that or whether it's still on your to-do list. Because what I want you to do is to make your practice and your music making interesting and passionate. And one of the problems, and I hate to decry the famous Arban book, but there are so many pages of just notes that go up and down. And people say, oh, you've got to play the arbon. There's nothing like it. Well, there is nothing like it. It weighs 3 kilograms. It's got 2 billion notes and almost no instruction, apart from some outdated tonguing techniques in the introduction, about how to play them. I'm fine, thank you, Alexander. Thank you for asking. I'm fine. So making the arbon or whatever method books that you use, make it interesting. And we're going to look at some pretty seemingly boring stuff and try to make it fun so that you want to do it every day. And you need some fresh challenges. Don't we all? You know? You don't go to the shops to buy old clothes. You go to buy something new. You like to go to shops to see what's new. And so that is also how you need to feel about your playing. We could feel sometimes you're on a treadmill that just goes round and round, and you may decry arbon. I did. I just did. Well, not only in the sense that a lot of people don't know how to use it, Maureen, but I'm happy to discuss anyone about the fact that arbon can be a dull old book, and there are lots of books that are more interesting, and I don't care what the old guys say. I'll meet you outside on that one. Okay, so singing is good. Now, of all the students that I've been working with online, and around 25 the last few months, I've really enjoyed it. If there was one common thread, is that everybody needs to breathe better. Now, that is not unique to this set of students, because everyone in the world needs to breathe better. So if you're not focusing on your breathing, then we really need to. So we're going to do some of that first. I hope you've got your instrument, because I do want to play with you. But I want you now to try and stand up. Try and stand up. You know what I mean? And create some space. Am I in view? Yes, I'm in view. Not a bad shirt. I've got me slacks on, so not too smart down there. Right. Relax, stand tall, breathe in, and we're going to breathe in. And out. Let's do it 3 times. Do it with me. Make sure you've got no resistance with the air, either O or as you breathe in. Let's do it again. You may say, I haven't done that since May. Right, we're going to do some rotation. Easy at first, especially if it's causing you any discomfort. Slow, make your bodies feel very elastic. Keep breathing, by the way. Don't hold your breath. And slowly, we're going to go up. Feel all the different muscles moving. You may hear a little bit of cracking. I don't think it's good, but it happens. And a little higher. And come down again. Try to rotate a little more. Are we all okay? Fantastic. Now we're going to breathe in this way and out that way. Some of you work with me during the summer. You know this is one of my favorite exercises. Here we go. 3 more. Don't block the air. Okay, how are we feeling? Okay, let's breathe up again from the sides 3 times more. Repetition is good. Once is not enough. Okay. How are we feeling? Did you do that? Or are you sitting watching like you do a monkey in the zoo? Oh, he seems to be doing something. This is us, folks. Okay, in for 2 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Okay, no, and stay open. Get your airways open. 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 8 seconds. Let's do it. You remember the spaces? 1. Ooh, the yawning space. 2. Oh, the singer space. Sorry if you've got headphones on. And the 3rd space. Low brass players, you need to activate that all the time. It's no good going and expect that your instrument is going to be resonant. Okay, and the more you can stay open, the better we are. Okay, the big breath plus 1. You remember that one? Let's do it. Breathe like a giant. Relax when you breathe. It's only air. You can add more, but you'll forget them. Those are the 3 important ones. Breathe like a giant. So, he's not a giant. I've met big people that breathe like that. And I've met little people, smaller people. So, breathe like a giant. Relax when you breathe. That's really important. If you're at home going, if you feel tension rising here, check in the mirror. If it looks wrong, you're doing it wrong. If it looks natural, keep the shoulders down. And it's only air. It's not muscles. Okay? Sorry to sound like a school teacher. I said this would be fun, didn't I? And you're going, not much fun so far. Let's see what's on TV. Stay with me. Okay. Now, 1,000 other breathing exercises we could do, but we won't. Mouthpiece, folks. You must have a mouthpiece. If you haven't, and you're watching this on playback, then just put it on pause. Go get your mouthpiece. Okay. Hold the mouthpiece lightly with 2 fingers. 4 seconds of air. Okay? Just like a jetliner of air, and you stay relaxed. Okay, you should have a spare hand. If you're holding your mouthpiece like that, you're really doing it wrong. With your spare hand, help to push the air away. The more we can associate movement with the air, we're doing good. Okay, here we go. Again. 6 seconds, 6 seconds. Do that 5 or 6 times. I keep looking at all these wonderful old friends that are joining us. Karina, hi, well done. Fantastic to see you. Right, the same thing, folks. And we're going to go to a buzz. You remember we talked about singing and buzzing? Ah, 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 ah. Now, I don't care if there are people listening. I don't care if your windows are open. We're going to sing and then we're going to buzz, okay? I'll do it, and then the second time do it with me, and then I do a different note, second time do it with me. Ah, 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 let's go. Om. You. Okay. Well done. Well done. Well done. I remember saying that months ago, and I didn't know if you were doing it or not. You may be going, it's not very clever. And I'm saying well done. So well done. Please don't think too much. Okay? If you analyze too much, you get all this stuff. I want the free flow of air, like when you sing loudly. And if you're going, you really shouldn't be playing a brass instrument. Come on. Okay, we're going to do a scale. Is our first note. Do it with me. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Breathe. Beautiful. More beautiful. Okay, good. Now, the warm-up, which we're going to do now. Okay, we've already done some of it because the breathing and stretching was part of it. How long is your warm-up and when do you start practice? It's a question I'm often asked. Warm-up could be 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. After that, folks, you ain't going to get warm or you're over warm or you should. Actually, you're just practicing. So think of a 10-minute warm-up, okay? I always say you can really play what you want. You know, if I play an exercise that I use when I'm warming up, people start writing it down. The next time they hear me doing a warm-up, they say, well, that's different. Yeah, because you have to be flexible. You're preparing body and mind, okay? That's getting a focus. Have a chair that you always practice in, okay? A good one. If you've got a music stand and you can't see the music, get a light on your music stand. Have your valve oil, a pencil. Have a duster to catch your drips. Have a metronome or a tuner or both. Both. And think of your practice session as you creating something wonderful for you and anyone that's listening. Okay? This is not just like you're breaking stones. You know, I have to go and weed the garden. No, this is beautiful. Okay? Now, you may not like your playing at the moment. You may be terribly out of shape. But that's okay. It'll come back. You never forget. Maybe your old problems come back, but we can beat them. Okay, folks, take your instruments. We're just going to play a slow C major treble clef, B flat major, concert pitch clef scale, just like this. Take a good breath. I want you to move your fingers nice and strong. Try to keep the same dynamic. We take a breath at the top and we come down. Yes, I know it's simple. If you can't remember the notes to the C scale, look them up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now if your sound was breaking at the top, you really are out of shape. So you need to stay with me. You need to go back to some of the earlier videos on the Steven Mead teaching page on Facebook. If your sound goes, if your last note is horrible, either you've got no air left or you're doing something weird. Try and don't be weird. There's enough weird people in the world. Keep straight, okay? Da, da, dee, da, 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 dee, da. Your embouchure is your embouchure. It's not a series of embouchures. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. So if you're watching this live and you don't have your instrument, sing. Or you just have a mouthpiece. Do something. Don't just sit and stare. This is for you. I'm going to practice later. Got tonight to practice. That's what the evenings are for. Now, we're going to tongue the notes. Let's play a little stronger. Take a breath in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Great. Up and down with the tongue in one breath. Play softer. The top note we only play once. 1, 2, 3. Set your tempo. I've set it for you this time. It's a good march tempo. Nothing is going to get in the way of that. Nothing is going to get in the way of that. Let's do it again. Take a bigger breath because you ran out last time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this time when we get to the end, we're going to... I've still got the metronome in my head. It's cool, isn't it? When we get to the last note, sustain it as long as you can. If you can circular breathe and do it for 10 minutes, that's not clever. Well, it's clever, but not necessary. Take a bigger breath, sustain the last note. Same. 2, 3. Remember, your breathing is never good enough. My breathing is never good enough. It's a daily thing. If you don't exercise, try and get out. Go for walks. If you've got some stairs, just climb up and down. Put some music on, put your headphones on, march up and down stairs. There's a new idea. Headphones, marching up and down stairs. If you fall down, I never told you that. Okay, now... Okay, it's a B flat concert pitch scale up to F, bum, 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 like in quavers now, and C major scale for the B flatters, up to high G and down. Listen again. Activate your right hand. If you're playing a trombone, activate your slide. This and this is no good because it's not positive. And today is about positivity. 1, 2, breathe. Well done. Take the biggest breath of your life, or the last 5 minutes anyway. We're going to sustain the last note for as long as we can with a beautiful sound. Not... That doesn't count. Oh dear, I shouldn't have done that. We can edit this out. Beep, beep. Right. Big breath. Sustain the last note. 1, 2, 3. If you're still going, keep going, keep going, keep going. What do you mean you stopped 2 minutes ago? Once more on this. Today is about sustaining to get you positive with air, with your instrument. Remember that? The old flapping? You can do that too. 1. Okay, once more. Longer last note. You can do it. Let's do it legato this time. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so let's think about sustaining. Build that into your scales. Okay, build it into the long tones. Another part of the warm-up, as we did a few months ago. low C. C, B, C, B flat, C, A. What a beautiful song. I don't think it'll make it to the hit parade. Who remembers that expression? We're going to go down to treble clef F sharp, concert E natural. And we're going to sustain the second note as long as you can with me. Take a breath. Here we go. Okay, put your instrument down. We're going to breathe again. You need more spaces, folks. Watch. Whether you're 8 years old or 88 years old or 108 years old or stop. We need to do this. Come on. 3 times. More open. Okay, got a first finger handy? This one. Or this one. Not any of the others. Okay. Enjoy the air rushing past the finger. Breathe in silently. Here we go. 3 times. Now, if you're now lying on the floor with the room spinning round, you did it wrong. Okay? Try to breathe low. Here is the center of your activity, not here. Do not breathe. I don't care how many cigarettes you smoke. I do. You shouldn't smoke any. Middle of the body, folks. And whether you've put on a few kilos, like me, during these last months, means you've got more space for your air. It's only an airbag. Don't listen to anyone else that tells you it's fat. Okay, instruments again. Up and down, like a yo-yo here. Let's make a bigger sound. Make something in the room vibrate. A light fitting, a couple of loose teeth, your earrings. Same exercise, more sound with this new air. 1, 2. It's hard work, but it's going to get better if you relax. If you treat this like it's you or me, buddy, then this is going to win. So down to pedal C. If you're here playing a trumpet, go down to low F sharp, C, F sharp, C, F sharp. Longer. Time yourself. A couple of days ago, we recorded the next Besson Fridays with two trombonists, John Barber from the Fodens Band and a wonderful Scottish trombone player. Goodness me, I can't remember his name right now. It'll come back to me. He has a brilliant exercise for training the air. Okay, so you take a 5-pound note, if you've got any of those left, and put it against a wall. As you blow, you take your finger away. Dafor Magnusson. Dafor Magnusson is our trombone. He plays in Scotland. He's from the Faroe Islands. And I'm going to post a video where he does some air challenges. Take a 5-pound note, stand about this far away from the wall, and see how many seconds you can hold it. I think he did it for something like 6.5 seconds. And he said as soon as he posted it, some 8-year-old kid said he could do it for 8 seconds. So he practiced some more and now can do it. That's the first exercise. The other one is to sit on the edge of a table, have a candle, light the candle, be careful children, and blow out the candle. Measure the distance. A few inches further, light the candle. And if you blow out the candle, move it back, find out your candle blowing distance. You have a new target, okay? If you have a 5-pound note, don't show off and use a 20, it's heavier, or 50s. Anybody have 50-pound notes? 5-pound note, don't try a 2-pound coin. And if any of you can beat 7 seconds, make a video, send it to me and we'll put it on the Euphonium Club page. Similarly, if you can blow a candle out more than 80 centimeters, make a video and put it against, make a video and show it to me, okay? Candle blowing out 80 centimeters. And if it's too easy, we'll raise the bar. Anyway, your air will never be good enough, but you can make it better, okay? Cool. We're going to do some flexibilities. Now, we used to have the chopstick here. Have you been practicing your flexibilities? Now, if your flexibility is pretty good already, of course you can do it faster. You can do it slower. You can certainly quality control it more. Okay, so let's stay at that speed, guys. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, B flat F in concert pitch, C G. If you're an E flat instrument, of course, you can do 1 and 3 and do it a fifth higher than we're doing, and it'll sound the same, of course. So. And then a breath, and then second valve, and then first valve, and then 1 and 2. Here we go. Now relax. Have a good posture. Make sure your angle here is good. Keep your eyes open. Take a low breath. All that good stuff. See, you do remember. 1, 2, 3. Next one softer. Oh, I kept going, didn't I? Okay, change the dynamic. Don't play the same every day. Please, life is much more interesting than that. Let's go faster. We will stop on 1 and 2. Sorry about that. Faster and softer. Ba-da-dee-da-da-da-da-dee. And if you do it with me, and I say well done at the end, perhaps it was better than you would have done. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Move the air. Well done. Well done. We're going to do the low one. Low C to middle G, treble clef. You may say, oh, I don't like that one. I'm not going to do it. Do it, or I'll switch off. Promise? I promise. Here we go. Low B flat, concert pitch. Same deal. Take a breath. Move the air. Do not think about your lips. All your lips need to do is vibrate. 1, 2, 3. Sustain. Okay, let's try them in sixes. What do you mean? Groups of 6? That's all we're allowed to do. Groups of 6. The joy of 6. Somebody said that on the radio. I had to listen carefully to understand what that was referring to. Filthy. Listen. At this point, some of you may be saying, I think I shall sit this one out. Please don't. I want you to have a go. And try and look as normal as possible under the circumstances. 1, 2, 3. Take a breath. That didn't hurt, did it? Hope not. Listen, play more low tones. Low tones take more air. They get your lips vibrating. You play better if you relax. So you can play 3 times low notes for 1 time high note in terms of unit of sound. Make sure when you're doing a routine, maybe an hour, is that you take some minutes rest sometimes. Like I'm going to do now. It's not very exciting to watch. You need space, otherwise you become like a brass monster. You know, I have to play all these notes. I have to play all these notes. Wellness is part of it. If you feel a bit tense, or if you had an exercise that didn't work, just stretch out a little bit. Try that with a B flat bass. Cornet, do it one-handed or one finger. In the water key ring. No. Okay. And relax. Okay, I'm going to do some octaves. And please don't tongue the higher note. Da, 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 da. Maybe first time you can. It's okay. Start with concert B flat, treble clef C. B da 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 dee. Da, da, dee, da, da, da. We're going to go down chromatically. Take a breath each time. Breathe like a giant. Relax when you breathe. It's only air. All that good free stuff. Haven't taxed that yet. Maybe one day. 1, 2, 3. And by all means keep going down. Low D, treble clef is fun. Okay, don't avoid them. It's a challenge. Every day, meet these challenges. A little faster, and then we move on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. from Nebraska. Hello, Scott. Wow, wonderful. Yada da 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 da. Sixes. Yada da 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 da. Still octaves. 1, 2, 3. I know it's a bit quick, but come on, we're on an improvement curve, and you're going to fill in all your improvements and answer little questionnaires about how good or otherwise you are at certain things and what you're going to do about it. A practice sheet where you write down what you're going to play. Musiciansway.com. It's all free. All free. Take it. They won't know that you've even taken it. Last time. 1, 2, breathe. And so on, okay? And go up, you know, by all means. But a lot of the core stuff can be done in middle and low range. How are your high notes these days? Are you doing plenty of ooh and e? Woo! Remember that tongue position? E. Okay, let's just try the higher C scale. And don't move a muscle. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, 2, 3. Legato. A little softer. Sustain the last note. I'm not answering questions, Peyton. You should be playing, naughty boy. 1, 2, sustain the last note. I know you stopped. Okay, good. Tony Clack's off to bed. Oh, he's in Australia. Thought he was just tired. Thanks, Tony. Good luck. Watch it on playback. Okay, now we're going to work on the fingers. Shake the hands out. Goodness me, we've only got 11 minutes left and we've still got some fun things to do. 11 minutes left. We'll do another one, maybe next week. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Remember that one? Both hands. Okay, now with the instrument, let's see what the fingers like doing in combination. No playing at the moment. Okay, just the first finger. Try and keep the others relaxed. First finger, up and down like a machine. 1, 2. Come on. Yeah, distract yourself. Think about something else. What am I going to have for lunch? Second, I know it's tiring. Second finger, 1, 2, 3, and. Got to be in time. Human metronome. Third finger, 1, 2, 3, and. Come on. Come on. Don't stop. What do you mean it's broken? 1 and 2 together. Little shaky shake. 1 and 2 together. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. together, really together. And arching the fingers, no, I wouldn't. Terrible. If you do it, fine, but I don't recommend it. I don't teach it. 2, 3. 1, 2, too many joints. 2, 3. Are we doing it? Or have you given up? Woo! Come on. Make it burn, as they say. Remember the last time you went to the gym? 2 more to do. 1 and 3. If you've given up already, use your other hand. No, don't. Take up the trombone. 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 together. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Yeah, I know your fingers have got a bit rusty. Rusty fingers. Put some oil on your fingers. No, practice is fine. You've got blood and stuff to make things work. Come on. Faster. Okay, now that's about worth 6 pages of Clark studies, and your lip doesn't hurt at all, does it? No. You could also try it with air. And that will really get your fingers working. Okay, a few more things to do. We're going to do just some pedal tones. Pedal tones. It's difficult on cornets and trumpets, but the rest of us should be able to do it. Sorry, Maureen. 4 if you have it. Okay, this is not just loud, but stable. Okay, if you watch this on playback and you're exhausted and your head's spinning and you've just been sick, then stop the video, have a cup of tea in between exercises, and see how you can do versions of them that are going to help you. Okay, so we are going to do some pedal tones together. Just slowly down a chromatic scale, 4 beats on each. 1, 2, 3, find it, center it. If you really can't center the pedals, play them an octave higher. Normal C, normal B. Kath Price, your little finger sticks up. It's because you're posh. That's all. I had that problem when I was young. Don't worry about it. Like a vicar drinking tea. They drink gin nowadays, all the stress they're under. Poor bastards. Right. Let's do it again. Last time. 1, 2, 3. So more sustain. Okay, if you can do it 4 seconds, then try 5. If you can do 5, try 8. Try 10 seconds. Okay, daily challenges. We haven't even talked about tonguing today, and actually I don't think we will, because I've got 2 fun things I want to do with you. A little bit lip bending, folks. Lip bending. big space between your teeth. B-A-D-A-D-A-D-A. But don't use your fingers. It's illegal with this exercise. 1, 2, 3. Second valve. Bigger breath will help. You're getting back in shape. This is great. One on C, concert B flat. I know I didn't say sustain, but that's all the theme of today's lesson. Okay, it's not a lesson, it's a chat. Breathe like a giant. Relax when you breathe. And it's only air. Okay, I'm going to set you a challenge, folks. Multiphonics, singing and playing. Some of you can do it really well, and so I'm going to ask if you decide that you can do it, or you can do it in a few days' time, and want to make a little video, send them to me, and I'll make a little compilation and post it on the Euphonium Club page. So what's the basis? Pretty hard if you're playing high brass, because generally speaking, you need to sing higher than you play. So if you're a man and you've had the snip, should be pretty easy. If you're a lady, it should be easy. If you're a man playing the trumpet, go and put the kettle on, okay, because we're nearly done. The rest of us, pay attention, please. What is this strange noise? Listen again. Okay, we're going to play a C, sing a G, treble clef, separately, through the instrument. Do it again. Don't stop playing this time as you add the higher note. Okay, let's go straight to that note if we can. Okay, now if you could do that, you're already a miracle worker. It may take you a day or so. You may find like kicking out time at the pub, which is now 10 p.m. by the way, so it should never be that bad. Try to control the notes. Try them separately, try them together, and then we can go down. Okay, that's with my lady's voice. I still have a lady's voice. I still have a soprano voice. Careful there. Let's try one more note. We're going to play low G treble clef. And we're going to sing a B natural treble clef, concert A. Keep your fourth valve down, separate first. Are you doing it? Separate should be easy, unless you go, in which case, tricky. Try it once more. This time, keep the note playing underneath if you can. Well done. The fiver you put against the wall, you can keep it. Put it in your pocket. I know it's probably yours anyway. Here we go. And of course, things can move up and down. So have a little play with that. What I would like for those that are advanced is to try this little thing. So we go back to the first note. And the low note is C. And a nice kind of funky little rhythm. We do that twice, and then we start on an F. And then a G. So that's just the standard 12-bar progression. Look it up, 12-bar blues. C, F, C, G, F, C. Now, if you can get even 2 notes in tune, stick it on a video, send it to me. It's not a competition. It's a festival of song and playing. Okay, so it's a bit of fun. You know, at the end of your hour-and-a-half practice session, spend 3 minutes. Do not spend an hour and a half doing this and then play a scale and think, job's a good one. Play your practice, play your scales, play your arpeggios, play your long tones. Play some beautiful melodies. Yeah? You must have some access to some tunes. Okay, so find a book of songs, play some hymn tunes, When You Wish Upon a Star, Vocalese. My goodness me, I'm going to put a list of beautiful melodies on the euphonium store and see if you can find them. Okay, play some pop songs, you know, something that makes you feel good. If you want to challenge yourself to some long phrases, play the national anthem with double length phrasing. Absolutely right, John. Hymn tunes, John Starks. If you've got, and John records beautiful hymn tunes and religious melodies every day. If you've got a hymn book, find it. Don't play 2-bar phrasing. Come on. So, folks, that's all for today. We are 3:05. I hope you've enjoyed this session. I hope you feel challenged to practice some more things. Go to musiciansway.com and download some practice sheets. Make a new plan. We live in uncharted times and they will pass. We will be back to playing with bands soon. And you'll be in good shape and you'll be an inspiration to the people around you. Wow, you're in good shape. Wow, did you practice? You know, you and your music are the most important things, because it connects us to a sense of normality. it gives us some challenge. So musiciansway.com, fill in those practice sheets, and if you find it useful and you think after 1 week, that was fun, I feel like I'm making progress, then keep doing it. If you need some new material, some new study books, get it. Find some songbooks. Set yourself weekly challenges. If you're going to learn a really difficult solo, then give yourself 2 weeks, not 2 months, 2 weeks to learn it, phrase by phrase. Think of all the basic things that we talked about. Work on your breathing every day. It's been amazing to see you all again. It's been a long time. I'll have a look in the diary, see when we can do the next. If you enjoy it, share it with people. And yeah, we got to stay motivated, guys, because we'll be out of this in a couple of months. Thanks for all your lovely words there. Have a great Saturday, and I'll post this on the Euphonium Club page and probably upload it to YouTube also. Have a go at some multiphonics. Don't send me a B-flat scale. If you find anything really fun that you can do that you've never done before, send it to me. I promise